Marlene. Oh, I can't hear you.
And maybe like this, you can hear me?
Yes. How are you doing, Marlene?
Good.
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 Okay, so tell me your story and what got you here.
Just I'm just tired of glimpses. I think that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. They're annoying, right? When they when they don't. So tell me your story of how, what were you following and seeking and
just the usual 20 years of seeking
yeah.
about everything. Like I don't even remember with what it started, but yeah, more than 10 years of vipassana meditation, this kind of stuff. Read tons of books and seen tons of videos on YouTube.
Who have you been listening to lately?
Lately, not that much. Less and less.
Yeah.
Less and less. Just a few of your one-on-ones.
Okay, but which speakers or teachers were you listening to before?
Oh, every Rupert Spira, Tony Parsons, every.
All right. Okay, yeah. You've done the whole buffet.
Maybe there is still a few I haven't listened to, but
it's yeah. So
but lately it's less and less because I don't know, the thoughts are less and less important, but then there is still this feeling of not yet there.
Yeah, so what do you believe at this very moment? Just this moment, just this second, if you can go to the past or the future?
I don't know. Just now I feel tired.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you without that belief?
No idea.
Yeah. Okay. What's wrong with no idea?
Yeah, something would like to be sure.
Yeah. But who believes that? What's behind that belief that wants to be sure?
I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Could it be the I would like to be sure?
Yeah, something want to be sure, but
yeah. But what
I
if
don't know what could that be?
But what if that something is just a belief? Yeah. So belief, to be sure, is just another belief, right? So belief, wanting to believe a belief.
Just something silly.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So is seeking. It's really silly. So belief, believing in a belief. What is in between a belief and a belief?
But there isn't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what could be there.
Exactly. So if you don't know what could be there, what if there's nothing there? What if there's nothing to be sure of?
Yeah, and that's kind of triggering for me, this nothing.
Yeah. What's between nothing and not nothing? Because nothing is just another belief. So you're getting triggered with a belief. Yeah. So what's between nothing and not nothing?
It's like even these words are just meaningless now.
Exactly, yeah. Perfect. So if it's meaningless, isn't it blank?
It's totally blank.
Yeah. So if it's blank, there's nowhere to go, isn't it? Is there a next?
I'm not sure I can find.
Yeah, you can't find it, right? Is there a past? Are there any
Mm.
thoughts?
Yeah, something is still thinking. Then
What if that's just where's that something?
who knows? Yeah, I don't really know.
You have a thing with something. It's a belief.
Mm.
Why do you believe in something?
It's super strange. It's like there's something inside that's trying to catch nothing.
Yeah. But that's just a belief, isn't it?
Again.
So you're living in this make believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's believing the make believe then? It's a
Nothing
belief.
can believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so what's in between belief and a belief?
Nothing can be there.
Yeah. Not even nothing. Nothing is just a word.
Mm.
So if we take away all the words, what's there?
Everything. But then even saying it's just,
Yeah.
who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
Mm.
It's just waking up from a belief, basically.
Mm.
Be, waking up from something, right? This is sobriety. It's like getting intoxicated with all of these words, concepts, everything you heard about. They're all just words. They're all made up. All made up. But nothing can be made up at the same time, right? If you go in between a belief and a belief, there's something there that can't be made up.
Yeah, and even
Saying that is too
the
much.
word, yeah, the word made up means nothing.
It
Like,
nothing, yeah.
mm. And then I still come back to something that like some fear, but I'm not even able to name it.
Exactly. Because you're just trying to come up with thoughts again.
Mm.
What's between a thought and a thought?
Who knows?
There you go.
Mm. I don't even know if it's really fear that,
Yeah, it's just a word.
like, yeah,
It's just a word, yeah.
that then I feel something.
Mhm. But you don't know what it is, isn't it?
No,
No.
no, no, really no.
Yeah.
Mm. There's some question arriving, like, how can I be caught with that? Like, um, how can this loop close on itself and turn like this? Like, this sounds
If you
crazy.
go to the next again, that it's just going to the next. You
Yeah,
get caught up in a loop again.
yeah.
So there's no questions and no answers. What's between a question and an answer?
Yeah, that means nothing
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. This is just like sobriety from all of these ideas and concepts and words
Mm.
that you have hoarded over the past 20 years, right?
Mm. There is also something that wants to know why I'm going to the next.
What's between next and no next?
No idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Fun, huh?
Good.
hmm
Mm.
Simple, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Not like you have to read a book, go to the retreats.
Yeah, I've stopped that. I've been, yeah, I haven't read any book for at least 2 years now.
Good.
I was just too fed up with that. Like, I've
Yeah.
started to just give them away all, and that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. You might have to apologize to the people that you gave it. I'm just joking. Like,
I don't know them. I just put them in front of
okay.
my house with a box
Okay,
on the
good.
side. If they wanted to give money for that, sorry, I
Okay,
would
that's
not
good.
be able to apologize.
That's good. Apologize, no apologize. What's between apologize and so we seem to be trapped, you know, in our own made up reality.
But even that trap is not possible.
It's
Like
not
we can't be
possible, but we
trapped.
believe it. We believe that we're trapped, right? So it's between a trap and no trap.
No, that just does not exist.
It does
That's
not
just
exist. Yeah. Yeah.
why was I so sure about that? How? Yeah, that's
You're
yeah. How
actually, you know
can?
what? In the story, it's almost like in the story, you're almost like, I'm tired. That's just,
Mm,
you know, enough, right? So yeah, this is it. This is the end of it. What's there to find? More words?
here, just now, yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. What's there to know?
No need for that.
There you go.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
What's there to believe?
yeah, same. Who cares?
Same. I know. Who cares?
Mm.
How did you encounter my videos? Did someone tell you about it or
No, must be some random YouTube
algorithm?
algorithm.
Okay.
I can imagine that after looking at 1,000 other non-duality videos, YouTube
Yeah.
somehow thought that I could be interested
Yeah.
in watching 1,000 more.
Oh, I know. And there's this person that I was talking to earlier and said that, oh my goodness, Emerson, I thought that I have reached the end of YouTube non-duality videos when I saw your video. Goes, I guess I must have watched it all, right? Because I finally ended up here with this guy. And he goes, I wish you looked more like the other speakers, you know, like more kind of
Mm,
like, you know, or the teachers, right? And
yeah.
but maybe that's the draw, right? You look completely different than now. You're laughing all the time
Mm,
because it's taken so seriously, this BS of seeking, right?
yeah. That
Yeah.
it's really a strong, strong, strong belief that there
Yeah.
is something we have to understand or catch or
Yeah.
reach, like a point we have
Something
to
to
reach.
drop,
Or
something to catch,
yeah,
something to
yeah,
know, something to realize, something to abide, something to
to understand it.
be
Yeah,
aware of, something to be conscious of. It's just nonstop, right?
yeah, never enough or
Mhm.
never enough clarity or never
Isn't
enough.
this enough?
That's good now.
Yeah. Okay, good. Is this clear enough?
I don't know, even clear enough means nothing.
It does, right? It doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that it feels just more calm inside.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Mm.
me, that was good enough. I'm like, okay, oh my goodness. It's like, why did I, you know, and this is a story. I'm like, why did I waste
Mm.
my 30 years and trying to figure this out? Right. And he just went
But,
all silent. I'm like, oh, at least I'm relaxed now. Like it's
yeah,
like
but even telling you that I've been through this 20 years seeking, that already
that
meant nothing. Like when I
exactly, yeah.
told you, because yeah, I don't really remember it.
I don't too, yeah. No, mine was different because I was in severe suffering, right?
Yeah.
So it
Mm.
was just it's almost like you climb all the way to the top of the Mount Everest
Mm.
only to realize that you're at the bottom again. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
there's nothing to
I,
find here.
I think I can remember this, but lately, like in the past few months, that was less and less that I could remember even what was supposed to be my sufferings.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
okay, the
That's
name
good.
was still here,
Yeah.
but somehow with no material thing
Yeah.
behind the word. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's no more
in the
weight.
story,
There's
I'm
no more
supposed to
weight.
have suffered a lot, but then
So when did you start watching my videos?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, okay.
Yeah, must be a few months ago.
And have you seen several of them, like the one-on-ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
That
20
seems
of
to, you
them.
know what, I've been hearing a lot of people that seems to um lessen, you know, saying the
Yeah.
weight of seeking. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
to
it's
erode already something. Yeah.
yeah, because it's just really brutal
Mm.
and honest, right? So it's just like,
Mm.
okay, let's really look at this, right? You know, it's like it's just words, it's just beliefs.
Mm. But
You
even
were
now, the necessity of like looking at this like through the words and everything is,
it's just another, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, even that maybe no effort. Like it sounds like an effort to
Yeah.
look at every one of these beliefs and every one of these
Yeah.
thoughts, like
Yeah. Because
too much effort.
the moment that you get thrown off the cliff, right?
Mm.
When you see that there's no parachute and then there's no landing.
Mm. I don't know if I see that there is no landing.
But what's
Like I just now I just don't care,
yeah, that's right.
or I
Good.
just don't feel if there is a ground or no ground. I just
That's right. Yeah. Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just don't know.
You're just free floating. It doesn't matter. That's why if you're if you're floating, there's no ground. It doesn't matter if there's a ground or there's a
Mm.
parachute.
No, but that's interesting because
Yeah.
I think it's like a memory of my brain wanting to attain this no landing, and then
Oh,
now
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
when
What's
this
in
word,
between landing and no landing? Let's go there.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why I was saying, yeah, that means
That's right.
nothing
Yeah.
now because just
Yeah.
now I like,
I'm just
ah,
talking about stories.
yeah, but that's interesting because I
Yeah.
think I was also buying to this idea of I had to reach this no landing
Oh,
place.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. That's another one. Oh my goodness. Good catch. That's right. Yeah. Again, the words will just keep on taking you into another belief.
Yeah, but even when you say that, I'm
Yeah.
not that sure
That's
now
right.
that they will. How can a word take whatever wherever?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's
for the seeker, yeah, for the seeker, it believes it. The
yeah,
belief
for the
believes in a
seeker.
belief.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for the
The
seeker.
belief believes in a belief. But when you get into, again, this is every word's going to sound completely
Yeah, strange.
meaningless now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can say, you know, duck on a roof
Mm,
and a rooster
mm, mm.
and a void, right? Even if I say the void, that's just another place, right? Even if I
Yeah,
say the abyss, that's just another place.
yeah.
So yeah, wow. This is kind of like what happened to me. Again, this is just a story. When there was just kind of like I could not speak anymore. But like, for
Yeah,
my,
but that's a bit like that. Like, I'm not sure if I can think or speak that easily because somehow I'm just pointing out that it's a bit strange. Like everything I'm saying is a bit strange,
it
sounds
is, yeah,
strange. And
it
even
is.
saying that,
It's
I'm
strange.
already like,
Even the word strange is strange.
but then I don't really care to
Yeah.
say strange stuff or
Mhm.
not untrue
Yeah.
stuff.
True or untrue is the same. False and
Yeah,
right, it's the same.
it's just I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
just
good.
not important
Yeah. That's good.
to be so smart to
Yeah.
say only super smart things.
Yeah. That's good.
Mm.
And there's really nothing left to say, really, if you look at it, right? What's there to
Yeah,
say?
but then we can also say silly stuff. Like,
I know.
like I don't really care of shutting my mouth either.
That's right. Okay, so this is weird, right? When I started speaking again, I was like, is that word coming out of my mouth because there's no thought
Mm,
behind it?
mm. Yeah. So
It's
what
automatic.
is really generating that?
Exactly, yeah. But that's just
Yeah.
a thought. Generating is thought. So it
Mm.
doesn't matter.
No, that's it.
It
Yeah,
goes back to it
because
doesn't matter.
I can't spot a place where the words come from.
There's no
But
center, there's no
then who
source.
cares
Yeah, who cares?
about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's silly.
It is.
Hmm.
Good stuff. So whereabouts are you, Marlene?
Um, where I am, I'm in Iceland for now.
Oh wow. That's
Just
cool.
I'm just here for a few. I don't.
Are you
Wow.
originally from there? Are
No,
you having a hard time talking, huh?
no, and like remembering. Okay, for how long I've been there, and for how long I will be there, I just it's a bit strange. Let's say a few months.
Where are you from originally?
From France.
Oh, from France. Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been traveling lately because I think it's a part of this life seeming less
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
serious or
Yeah.
less important or everything. So I've been
Yeah.
traveling, and yeah, I've been here in Iceland, and I love this place, and I hate being cold, but still I love being here. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that makes no sense, but I will still stay a bit more here because
Yeah.
it's
That's
just
good. It's just
wonderful.
chill. It's chill,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Literally chill.
yeah, and really having no reason to do whatever and being
That's good.
super happy for nothing.
Yeah. That's
I've been
good.
experimenting that for a few months now, and just
Now
being
it's
happy
here.
for nothing is so good.
It is. Yeah. After,
But then
especially
even
like,
saying that is
yeah.
not.
See, you know what? It's funny, right? Because everything that I was saying, when 8 years ago and this whatever, and I was
Mm,
like, oh my goodness, it's it's like a dream at night,
mm,
but there's awake. Every thought, sensations, feelings, what I'm saying, that seems to appear in a dream. It's the same thing as right now.
yeah.
Yeah, as awake. Yeah.
And
It's a
when I
dream and
say
awake.
something like I'm happy to, yeah, it's good to be happy. It's
Yeah.
like an old memory
It is.
because
It's
what's
based
the
on the past, but there's no
yeah, like
past.
a suffer like past who was suffering and then now it's good to be happy. No, it's just
It's it's
I'm
the
just
same thing.
happy, and
It's the same thing as it's good to suffer.
yeah, yeah, not more meaning than
No.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
In this story, if somebody watches this, from, that has no idea or talking about things, will think
Mm,
that we're both crazy. And we are.
for sure. Yeah, if someone listened to that with, yeah, that's fine.
But crazy, no crazy is the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least
Even
it's
even saying the
just
same
I don't
is
care.
weird, right? Because they're like,
Mm,
what's the same?
no, it's not. Yeah, um, like same, and my brain is trying to find some similarity
Yeah, yeah,
between.
but
Well,
there's
it's just
but even
it's
the
like
word same is made up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
How could whatever be same to whatever?
yeah. But when you start seeing that the past and the future is just irrelevant,
Mm.
but all the words that we're saying is from the past.
I don't I don't know how I feel with even the words past and future now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of still fearing a bit like later, but it's kind of an old habit.
Yeah, but that's even saying that is not
Yeah.
true. What's a habit?
No, but this not, it's like I'm searching and it's not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. I think I'm searching what I'm searching and it just makes no sense.
It
It's
doesn't
just
make sense. Yeah. But even the
mm.
word searching, what's that?
What's between searching and not searching?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but that the feeling is it was really strange, or even it's funny. Like it's like I feel some uh, energy going towards something and then finding nothing and then
Yeah.
trying again. It's
Yeah.
I don't, I don't
Yeah.
even know how to express it.
Just call it free.
Who
Just call
cares?
just call it freedom, from ideas of freedom.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because we have ideas of freedom. But what's even a freedom is just an idea.
Hmm. I don't even. Yeah, it means now. It means nothing. Like
Yeah.
I have no other word to put around what could be
Yeah.
written.
Yeah. So which part of Iceland are you in?
In the south of Iceland,
Oh.
and that's I don't know. I haven't been everywhere, but this is really beautiful,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and there is absolutely nobody here. a few tourists, of course.
Yeah.
But then if you can just go walking in mountains and there is nobody, there is just tons of blueberries.
Oh wow.
That's all you need.
And it's how's the weather right now over there? What's the Celsius?
Super cold.
Yeah.
Like
Like
this
20,
morning was
10.
maybe what 20 Celsius? Are you kidding? It's
Yeah.
Iceland. This morning was 2 degrees Celsius.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking it's still September. Yeah.
No, sorry. In this summer, like the highest temperature we had here was 17. That
Okay,
was
yeah.
like the
So
plains
23 would be like super
summer.
hot here.
That will be no. People would die at 23.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm in Canada, so I know like -20, -30. So you know,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
you also know a plus 30.
oh,
But
plus
here
40. They don't
yeah,
know plus 20. Yeah, that's right.
they don't even know plus 20.
Oh wow. Wow.
So I don't know how I will survive the winter here, but then
Yeah, it's
I'm still
coming.
here.
It's coming, you know.
Yeah, we had some snow on the mountains just this morning.
Oh
That's
wow.
beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't
You
know
know what,
why
I'm
I
gonna be
just love
honest.
this place.
All I know about Iceland is Bjork.
Yeah, that's a start.
That's right.
I'm not sure that's the most beautiful part. You should definitely ask Google to show you a few
I
pictures.
will. I will. I'll look
That's
at
really.
it. Yeah, I'll
But
look at it.
then in Canada, you have some similar landscapes that are
We
really
do,
beautiful
yeah.
too.
That's what
It's
it is.
just
All I need to do is go to there's some beautiful remote places here that I love, right? So I was in one, it's called Haida. It's beautiful. It's like not cold, you know what I'm saying, but very, very isolated. I like isolated places. It takes about, you know,
same.
like more than 8 hours of ferry to get there, basically
Oh,
from.
yeah. So
Yeah,
really
so it's
isolated.
really isolated. The only problem is the
Mm,
food is so expensive, right? It's
yeah, here
like
also.
yeah,
Like
like
it's
10
three
times
times more expensive than in France here.
like a
So it's
$50 watermelon, basically, you know, if you want to.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you should go back to your super like ascetic past of not eating nothing, just
That's right. Yeah.
breathing.
Oh, you heard that one. Yeah. Going to kind of like, where they have those icicles and just waiting for the
Yeah,
icicle
like,
water to
exactly.
come.
You don't need more than just a few drops of water to
That's
survive.
right. Yeah. Eat some moss, I'm like, is this vegan? This moss vegan?
I'm not sure. How can you tell that the moss is not feeling anything?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Who can
Maybe it
tell
has some
that?
insects in it, right? So
Oh, with this, like yesterday, I discovered a new food. Like I'm too old now to discover everyday new foods, but
yeah.
then here they have a special lichen that you can make some soup with.
Ooh.
It's yeah, and it tastes like mushroom, and it's the most wonderful thing I've
Oh,
eaten for. I don't remember what, but then I'm so happy to discover new country means new food, and that's
yeah.
just fantastic.
That's good. Yeah. And how are the people? The people must be awesome if they're
Super
in a
nice.
super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I usually
Um,
find with people that are more in an isolated. They're
mm,
warmer, they're more friendlier, right? You would think that you would be going to a place with a lot of people that are hermits. There
no,
are
they're
hermits. Yeah.
somehow more tolerant. Like
More tolerant. Yeah.
there is such there's such a small community here.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how many
What's the
houses around the.
population?
Oh, in the village I am
Yeah.
in, there is 3 houses, so maybe 10 persons.
Okay.
And then the biggest village, like to go grocery shopping, we drive more than 100 kilometers away. So
Wow.
it's not really crowded here. But
Yeah.
then the
Yeah.
people are somehow try. I don't know if they really try. It's something in the culture that they tend to appreciate better the others
Yeah.
because there is not so many others around, so better
Yeah.
like them. You'd
Yeah.
better like them,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. You have no choice.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise you will really be alone. But then here being alone means also being vulnerable, like
Yeah.
to everything, to the elements, to the winter,
Yeah.
to the next storm and everything.
Hmm.
So yeah, somehow I don't know if it's just
I've heard
kind of a
similar.
belief.
Yeah, it's just a belief.
But no, at least I just like to be there, and I like to interact with these people, and
Yeah.
I feel home
Yeah.
here.
That's good. You might end up staying there then, huh?
I don't know if I can
You don't know.
survive the night of
winter,
the
yeah.
winter, because the winter is long, and this maybe in like at the end of December there is only maybe 3 hours of daylight. And
Oh,
if it's
wow. Yeah,
stormy, I don't even know if it's real daylight. I don't know. I have to experiment it to see. But
Yeah, but that'll be such an exciting thing to see,
yeah,
right?
and then it's an experience. And northern light are so beautiful that I think you can like have a balance. Like, okay, you have no sun or
But
not
you have
that
northern
much,
lights once in a while,
but
yeah.
yeah,
The
that's
best northern lights that I saw was inside a plane. We
wow,
were
from a
passing
plane.
through
Yeah,
a northern light. So the
yeah,
pilot goes, "There's northern lights." We're passing through it, and then they turn off the lights. You're like,
that's crazy. Through it,
well,
wow.
in Canada, right? We pass a lot. You know, when we
Yeah,
travel, we pass a lot through Alaska. No,
yeah,
Alaska, between Alaska, British Columbia, right? In
yeah,
that,
yeah. Oh, the
that's,
north of part. Yeah.
yeah. It's, oh my goodness, I've seen it 3 times now, but the best one was in a plane. I was like, oh my goodness, it's
Wow.
like,
I
and then
should
when you,
try to book only night planes just to.
yeah, especially when you're sleeping, and then the pilot announces that there's northern lights coming, and then you wake up to it, you're
Crazy.
like, I think we've died, you know, that kind of thing. You know, like the plane crashed.
Yeah.
It's
But
beautiful.
even from the ground, it was already
Oh
like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
my first ones that I saw last week, and I went out maybe during 4 or 5 nights there were
Yeah.
some, and that was just
And then here we are, you know what, caught in seeking in thoughts.
sounds crazy, yeah.
Isn't that the craziest thing, right? It's like,
Yeah.
and that's basically what they point out, the crazy.
Mm.
Point out directly that that's crazy, you know, like that there's a next. Where's the next? It's between next and no next.
Yeah, for now I can't really find it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Maybe
simple.
it will come back, maybe not.
Well, if there's no next, how can it come back?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
At least now I can find it. So
Yeah. It's simple. Basically, it's sobriety. Like you just sobered up from a whole bunch of words. We get intoxicated with the words and the ideas and that kind of stuff, right? So, and then we think that we can find it in books. You know, I'm glad that you throw away the books or you give it away.
yeah, it's been a few, maybe a few years now that I'm just getting rid of it.
Yeah.
At first I was keeping the one that I was sure I would read again, but then I was going through it and I was already a bit meaningless. Or
yeah. So you started seeing the meaningless of it over and over now, right? It's beginning to,
yeah,
and you kept on having glimpses, basically. So tell me about your glimpses.
there is nothing to say about that. I don't know. It's just
yeah.
That was, it's kind of funny still. Like I can feel maybe some tenderness to that. Like I have been really seeking hard, even participating to a lot of retreats, of course, not only Vipassana retreats, but
how many retreats did you go to? Tons, probably, right?
Just guess. More than that.
10?
More.
No, 20?
15, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
It wasn't
mine was the same, actually. I was the same, maybe about 15, 20 retreats.
But then to me it has never been so much out of an effort, because I just like it doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just great to like
to be with people
are cooking for you.
Oh, I know, it's
And
nice.
you have, I think I was also enjoying
honest,
like the no responsibility, like you have nothing to do. Someone will just ring a bell for everything, and that's just, you can let you float on this water like forever. Like you will have something good to eat, and the food was pretty good. Yeah. So for me, it was not much of an effort.
My first retreats, meditation retreats, I was a cheater.
How can you?
So you're supposed to sit down for like a few hours, and I did not. When I was uncomfortable.
What were you doing?
But you know what? I forced myself. I'm like, you know what? this is my path now. This
Yeah.
is who I am going
Yeah,
to
you
be. I'm
have to
going to
make
be
effort.
a meditator. I'm supposed to be. And then I
Yeah.
became a meditation junkie. That became my
Mm.
new drug, right? I was like, oh my goodness, I'm only 2,000 hours away from 10,000 hours of meditation.
Mm.
So it became a sport for me.
I think I was less junkie than like pushed by guilt and shame. Like I'm not
I had
meditating
that too.
enough,
Yeah.
And it was more like that was more pushing me than the pleasure of it during the
Yeah.
time. But then I've stopped totally meditating
Yeah.
because yeah, it was pointless. But recently I've been super happy just to sit and do nothing. But I can't tell it's meditating. I can't say
No,
it's
no, you know
me
what
that.
my favorite thing to do now, which was someone pointed, I'm like, I just like sitting under a tree. They're like, oh, like meditation. I'm like, I guess you could call it
No,
that. Now,
yeah, not really.
not really, because I'm not, closing my eyes and trying to
Yeah,
focus. I just love sitting under a tree.
yeah.
The problem with it is when I sit under a tree, I lose track of time completely.
Mm.
So I usually, if I don't have my watch that reminds me, that vibrates, then I'll be stuck there for 3 hours,
So
like one.
you should come to Iceland because after
Oh, I
half an hour
know.
you will be so cold that you will the time will just remind you, oh yeah, I have to go
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Where are the icicles that I can drink water from? You know, is this berry poisonous or not? Well, I guess we'll figure it out. You eat.
No, most of them you can eat them. I don't know if
Oh, I
so
love,
many of them are toxic, but here you can.
I
I've
love,
been
I
enjoying picking up berries a lot.
that was my favorite thing to do in the remote island, was just go
Mm,
walk around and forage, right?
yeah.
And then there's like many different kinds of mushrooms to eat,
Mm.
and there's also magic mushrooms, of course. Um, but
Here
it's
they
just,
don't. I haven't seen yet the magic ones here.
oh really?
Uh,
Yeah.
But then you can order some on internet, and you can find other way if you're
Yeah.
really searching for
No,
the
no, I was
magical
not
one.
seeking for that one actually. I just
Mm.
was. There's this chanterelle mushrooms here that just taste
Yeah, I
so
love them.
good. Oh my goodness, right? So
Yeah, in the
you
south
have
of
your
France,
mushroom
we've
book
got a
and you
lot
just
of
kind of
it.
like going,
Mm.
and that's what I loved about being in an island, is just that the
Mm.
time is so beautiful, because you spend time either just eating berries, sitting, and I think, when I came back into the city, suburb city, and it was just so busy for me. Like, what is this? It's just like,
But then somehow you live there, so you're.
oh, you know what? I go every day to the forest here, right?
Mm.
Every day I go walk for 2-3 hours with my dog, and we sit under a tree, right? And
Lately, I've
then
been thinking that I should do something with my life, like something bigger, or just doing something like the society would like me to do. And then I was just like, yes, but I just enjoy doing nothing here. So
yeah, why not?
so yeah,
Yeah,
so basically was why not?
doing something for society, doing, sitting there. What's the
Mm.
difference?
I'm pretty sure that I'm super useful here, like
Yeah,
cuddling a cat and looking at
perfect.
birds, and
That's the most useful thing that you can be.
I'm sure the sun is really happy that every evening I'm watching the sunset. Who knows?
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Like
Mm.
it's like a live, work, play here, right? So
Mm.
I work and I play, just being at the nature, just looking at
Mm.
looking. I schedule around my sessions around sunsets and sunrises.
Mm.
Why miss the sunrise and the sunset now? That, to me, that's what's important, right? It's like, before I was meditating so much, I'm like, oh, there's such a thing as a sunrise.
Yeah, but your eyes were closed. Sorry.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, because
Mm.
before, like, it was 2-3 hours, 4 hours meditation, right? So you never
Mm.
see the morning, because you think that your peace depended on
Mm.
something that you do,
Yeah.
something that you have to do to attain peace, when it's just peace all
Yeah,
around
I
you.
know that
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah. That's what you did, right? For quite a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I, but really, even saying that, I don't.
It's strange.
It could be like I could totally drop this story because I don't feel like I've done that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
I remember the story, but it's kind of, I could even change it and that would be the same because
exactly.
there is nothing left here that reminds me of that.
Yeah. And everything becomes a lie. And that's the truth.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the truth is a lie. And the lie's the truth. See?
That just means nothing. So yeah, could
exactly.
be. Who cares? But
who cares? Yeah.
Hmm.
So what are your plans for the day? What time is it there, by the way?
It's 2 p.m.
Oh,
something like
wow.
that.
That's
Yeah.
still early. That's good.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
have plenty of time, and today it's not too cloudy, so I think I can enjoy being outside a bit more before freezing. I mean, but I don't know what I will do. I'm just I don't know.
Yeah.
There is
That's what's
plenty
good
of things
about
to.
those. What's good about those places that there's no set thing to do, right? So you could just easily just you know what I did there in the island was just I'm like, oh, there's a lot of blueberries. There's a lot of different berries.
Just stop and eat them.
Yeah. It's
But
beautiful.
then I'm hosted in a family, and I'm pretty sure that some of them will come back at one point, and that the little 5 years old boy will jump on me and ask me for playing. So that's fine. I will also do that.
Yeah. I also see how my little nephews and nieces, right, are so free.
Yeah.
So free, right? If you go to a city, I was you know, with New Yorkers you know, yesterday, and I can't believe how busy their lives are. But that's it too.
Yeah, and even like the concept having a busy life, I was trying to make an image in my head of having a busy life, and something exploded.
Yeah.
That's
Have
really
you been
funny.
traveling all around the world lately, or just in Iceland lately?
No, I've been from France. I've been just heading north, so to
just keep on going through different
UK,
places.
Scotland, Faroe Islands, and now Iceland.
Oh,
maybe
nice.
I will stop going north because there
It'll
is
just
nothing
get colder
left.
and colder. I remember I was in New Brunswick, which is a colder part of Canada.
Yeah.
And then one day there were one. So there was a snowstorm. So I had to shovel the driveway, you know what I'm saying? 2 days later, there was another snowstorm.
And you have to do this all over again.
It's still like, and then I realized, I'm like, how do people live here? And they're like, oh, they usually book a shoveling service. Yeah. So the trucks
they ask for help. That's good.
And I was just like, I'm exhausted shoveling every 2 days because it's not just the small snow, it's like up to your shoulder.
That's just goodness. That's not 20 centimeters. You could not walk on it.
That's right. Yeah, you have to. You're trapped inside the house if you don't, you know.
Yeah.
But I
somehow
love this.
I've been thinking of also going more like spending the winter is in some southern islands like Canary Islands or Azores. I don't know yet, but some really warm place because I don't know. I don't know if I really want to stay cold, but then I like this place. And the thing is, I like remote places. And if it's warm and remote, then it's crowded with tourists. So
exactly, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm kind of checking on a word map what place could be warm and with nobody around.
Yeah.
And not too dangerous because the Amazonian forest could be that. Like nobody and warm, but maybe I don't want to be eaten by a tiger.
This place that I went to, it was nice in the winter because it means that there's no forest, no tourists whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful when there's no tourist. The tourists are just annoying, you know what I'm saying? When you're like, when you have
but then I am a tourist and I think that other tourists are annoying. I think that I was also
annoying. The tourist. And people thought that it's like, what is he doing here?
Even that, like even thinking
No, because you know
of my planning,
when you
it's kind
stayed in
of
a place for
already,
more than a year, then you think that you belong now
yeah,
there, right?
yeah,
And that's what happened to me. I was like, after a year, I was like, I'm a local now, right? It's
yeah,
like
you're kind of a local.
that's right.
You're not the basic tourist, like you
That's right.
reach
Yeah.
one more
They're like, oh, he stayed around. Not in the warm area in the winter, he's here.
Mm.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still hope I'm less annoying than just the
Just
basic
make
tourist
sure
that will stay
if
1 week.
if you're going to go for the colder climate, the winter, make sure that you
Mm.
have layers. That's basically it.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Good. Good. Because
No, but
that's
I don't know. But I was thinking that, like, just telling you what I was planning to do,
yeah,
I it's super strange even talking about that. Like,
it is, isn't it?
planning is like thinking of it. It's like not thinking. I just not, I can't find what planning was or what, because
Yeah.
I'm able to tell you the story, and then if I push the pause button,
Yeah.
it's like, eh?
Yeah. I was talking to a friend, like an old friend from many years ago this weekend, and he was telling me a whole bunch of stories from like 10 years ago, and
Mm,
it was not registering in my brain anymore. I was like,
mm,
what are you talking about? And he goes, don't you remember? I'm like, I don't really. And I really want to say it doesn't matter to me, all of these stories, right? That you're telling me,
mm.
right? It was
Yeah,
just
but
stories
even my
after
planning
stories.
is not does not matter to me.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Any stories, yours, theirs, planning,
Mm.
and it doesn't matter.
I hope I will still remember if I book a flight to take it.
Well, I have to check back on you, Marlene. Like, are you still there?
No, but I will still be fine.
Yeah, yeah. This is functional. This is not like you just can like sit at stare at walls. Well, sometimes that can happen too now. You can just
Yeah,
stare
but
at
I
something.
don't even, I can't even imagine how can that not be functional.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right. Yeah,
Um, I mean, something will happen, whatever this is. So
yeah,
that will still go in one
yeah,
direction.
yeah,
If,
yeah.
yeah,
And that doesn't make
somehow
sense what you just
something
said
will
there.
happen.
But what you said doesn't matter as well.
Yeah,
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 yeah. Happening, not happening. What's
yeah,
in between them?
exactly. What could be the difference?
What could be the difference? Yeah,
Yeah, why should we do a difference between?
yeah. Yeah. So before
Mm.
this, which country were you at?
So in Scotland, and in the
Oh,
super small island, the Faroe Island.
you
I don't
do
know
like the
if you.
small islands, though. You're right.
I really love the ocean.
Yeah,
But then, yeah, often when you want to be near the ocean, it's just too crowded with people. So
yeah,
you have to go north to find really,
yeah,
yeah, just nature. But then
yeah,
lately I've been thinking that maybe I'm this, yeah, even say I don't even know how to say that because it already appears strange before saying it. But it's
yeah.
like, okay, maybe I will not be able to say anything. That's fine.
Perfect. You live in an isolated place. Perfect.
No, but um, no, but somehow I was just kind of uh, having this idea that I needed to be more alone, like to just to have some calm and quiet place.
Yeah,
But then now when I can think of some really busy islands
yeah,
and I feel fine.
yeah,
Like I'm not frightened by it, like I was just
yeah,
a
yeah,
few
yeah.
days before.
I
So
had a
maybe,
I had a person that did a one-on-one with me and contacted me. Basically said, Emerson, I don't know what's happening with me, but I can't speak to people anymore because but it's okay. I'm like, because I can
so
only
I will
speak
tell
to
you if
you.
I can still speak to someone or not.
Yeah,
But still, I can speak to you. That's already something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. You know what? It's okay
Mm,
because you're just not used to it, right? Because all
mm,
the words that are coming are like dream-like now, right? So how can I
mm,
speak like you've been doing this in this story? You're
mm,
talking in dreamlish, right?
yeah.
It's a dream language, basically,
Mm,
right? So, and then I'm like, okay, so call me again, saying, let me know if he goes, oh, I'm fine now. You know what? I was just shocked that my life revolved around words.
Yeah.
But I'm like, even life is a word.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You're like, oh shit.
That's also a concept. That's
It is, yeah.
whatever we want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just concepts after concepts, right? So and then there's something that we can't say. And we'll never be able to say it.
That's fine.
And
I don't need to.
Yeah. That's good.
That's a bit strange. Yeah, this idea that I want to be alone in nature.
Yeah.
And then now it's just
an idea.
I don't know if I want to be alone in nature, because I don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah.
Or I can say,
because we believe in our belief. But we should go in between a belief and a belief. I'm moving to New York. or the Shibuya, like in Tokyo, right? There's this super crowded, have you been there? It's like
not there, but I've spent 1 month in London, so I kind of know what could be a busy city. But then I was totally fine.
Yes.
I was in a boathouse just on a super beautiful canal, so I was between one huge park and the canal.
Yeah.
And there were swans and there were birds all around. Wow. So, and still it was London, like 9 million people around.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great also. It's super strange how we can feel stuck in some ideas.
Well, that's just another idea. Though.
Yeah. Even saying that feels strange. Okay, that will be endless. I should stop talking.
This is what the other person was saying, that everything that I'm talking about is pointless. I'm like, well, that's the point.
That's the point, exactly. It's pointless. Perfect.
It's pointless. Well, that person reported back to me, goes, I can speak again to people. Thank you. Just didn't know what to say, like, because it becomes strange a little bit, right? When you wake up to
but then
there's no you to wake up.
But then it's just I don't know, but it feels like it's just a habit to take of not thinking about what you're saying, because it's just going outside of you, and that's it. So that's let it flow outside without like doing this loop of, is it really true? But then maybe
and that's another loop,
because we don't care.
If you answered that one, that's another loop.
Yeah,
that's why I go in between.
Yeah.
What's between true and not true?
Nothing can be true or not true. So.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. In between, there's And now when you look at all the teachers and speakers, it's like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, but I was already
you're already seeing that, right?
I was already fed up with that. I was really like, what's the point of putting so many words on?
Yeah.
And I was fed up also by the seriousness of it. Like, this is so
fucking serious. Holy fuck, right?
It's this is just another way to think you are so important and you've got some kind of higher mission. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Or even, to performative. It's a performative seriousness. Yeah. It's a performative know me here. Ooh,
but it's just being an actor in this condition in the same way one can be an actor in another.
Now you see it as an acting, right? Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Did you buy it before?
Oh, I've spent years buying this, and I've spent years also wanting to be that.
Oh, that's right.
Wanting to be special, wanting to be
know me,
and to reach this super enlightenment and know me state, because I will be like higher than anyone else around.
That's right.
Oh, but of course this was not what I would say to others.
Yeah, but really, I'm being humble about this because I'm going to be higher than anyone and the most humblest at the same time, right? right? So,
Of course, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. You're so high that you're so humble. Yes, because I'm more humble than everybody else.
Yeah. So you're higher than the most humble, even
Exactly.
if
Yeah,
you are the most
that's
humble.
right.
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah. You see the trap there, right? Like,
yeah.
yes, I'm the most humble of everybody else. So, yeah, I'm
Mm.
more humble than you. Come on.
Yeah, so you will say that there is absolutely no difference in between any beings,
Yeah,
but then you're still here because you
yeah,
know that there is no difference between
that's right.
any of
Yeah,
the beings.
yeah, yeah. But of course, it takes a special someone for me to know that, right? So, but when you start seeing that all knowing is BS, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, and
Mm.
it starts clearing like all ideas are just pointless
Mm.
ideas. It's like it doesn't matter what you say, right? So that's why I go in between the words now, because me talking nonstop about this is just, who cares?
Nonsense. Yeah.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Mm.
At least I admit it, because, and I've been
But
admitting it from the very beginning. This is
yeah,
really
but I've
nonsense.
been hearing you saying that, but then I'm pretty sure that these persons, like these teachers and speakers, are not fully clear with what they are
No,
doing,
they
because
just hear
otherwise they
some
will
stuff
not
and then
do
they
this.
copy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they copy it, right? So it's a lot
Mm.
of parroting. But they don't know that they're parroting, is that they're just believing what one this
Yeah,
person
they're
is
really
saying.
in it. They're really,
Yeah,
they're just in it, and that's
yeah. It's
uh,
like a cult if you look at it, right? Like a
mm.
cult mentality. It doesn't matter awareness or whatever, right? Or
Yeah, this is
believing in
just
the
another
believing in
form.
the it's
Yeah.
just another sort of cult,
Mm.
like a it's like a mind
I
control
was totally in
basically.
that. I was
You
totally in
were.
that. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
I was too. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. But that's even saying that, I was in that. Like, if I think, like, this word seems to disappear. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in that. No, who was where? What? That's strange. I can't really tell a story. And yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I can. Who knows? But it's just super strange to tell any story.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it basically, right? It's like, you sick of the glimpses?
But then something is a bit like, wow, all this effort, like that I've put in that, like toward this being enlightened, and all this, even some super strange meditation session, like it's called intensive enlightenment.
Oh,
And
did you
these
go to
are,
that one?
yeah, of course. I've done everything.
You have? Yeah. Let me show your check card,
Yeah, I can check every. You can check in them all, even Course in Miracle, even whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
name it.
my goodness. I was, at one point I was doing everything, right? So I was like, trying to sit in my consciousness, aware of awareness, doing my workbook
Mm,
every day from A Course in Miracles,
wow.
doing my transcendental meditation, doing some Kundalini practices.
For sure, you had no time to eat anything. Of course, you were just breathing air.
That's right. And at the same time thinking that I'm levitating. I'm levitating right now. Okay.
Mm.
That kind of thing. And but yeah, it was just,
That's kind of sweet now that I think of it, because it feels like, wow, so much effort,
yeah.
and then efforts mean nothing. So
Yeah.
so much nothing, and
So much
it's kind
nothing.
of
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah,
It's
it is
kind
kind of
of
sweet. Yeah.
some tenderness, like, oh, that's sweet.
It's a
Like,
softness, right? It's like,
because
oh, yeah. Well,
yeah,
innocence, basically. It's like, it's just
yeah, yeah.
innocent. It's like you did
Mm.
all of this thing innocently, and
But I
everybody
did
that,
nothing.
exactly. Yeah. That's why it's innocent.
Yeah, and even like
Even
saying
a shame and guilt. What the hell is that now, right? What's that? Tell me.
I can't
Yeah.
find it now.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
But even like the 20 years, I can't find it.
Yeah. Where is it? Did you lose it? Look in the ground. See if you can.
Maybe.
Oh, it's right there. No, no. That one is 30 years. That's not yours.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'm going to stop the recording now.